Welcome back to the Morning Blend. A new study by researchers at Harvard and Stanford say workplace stress is more than just annoying. It's as bad for you as secondhand smoke.
Wow.
So what makes it so toxic, and how can you reduce the stressors that are making you sick?
Barb Bartlein is the People Pro. She's a nurse, professional speaker, and author. Today she's here with ways that you can set limits, reduce stress, and prolong your life. That's a great little laundry list of things to be able to do for yourself, Barb.
Well, I like the part about prolonging your life. I mean, that's interesting.
Because they say that stress is the #1 reason that people are dying, or getting sick and dying.
Absolutely. And you know what people are really worried about? Losing their jobs.
Yeah.
So people are putting in the long hours. They're maybe putting up with toxic people at work, whatever, but it's taking a toll on them.
So there's a statistic in this study that came out from the Harvard Business School in Stanford, and it said fear of losing your job increased the odds of having poor health by about 50%. So do you think that people are scared about money, the economy, about, you know, they have a job and they just don't want it to go away? What is this fear?
I think people are afraid and they're anxious. And I think there's so many demands on the American worker. I mean, you've seen the statistics. People aren't even taking their vacation time.
Yeah.
They're afraid of losing their jobs. I think part of it's the economy. But I think we've created kind of a culture of fear. I mean, even down to our kids. I think our kids are over-programmed. Everybody's like working and churning and doing. When do we just slow down a little bit and enjoy the day, enjoy the moment?
Yeah, one of the other things, too, I think is long work hours. People feel like that's the best way to get ahead, is just to be available all the time and to work more and more hours, even beyond what's required. And there's a statistic you found for us that said long work hours increase the chances of an early death by almost 20%.
Yeah,
that's probably not surprising to you.
It's not surprising, because what happens when you're working long hours? What's the first thing you cut out?
Sleep.
Sleep. What's next? Exercise. And then how is your eating?
Yeah.
I mean,
on the
go, the quick food. Maybe you don't even take a lunch away from your desk. So all that accumulates. There's only so many hours in the day. You know,
so how do we decrease it? What do we do to begin to counteract our culture?
Well, I think, first of all, it's helpful for at least a week or two to track your stress. Record it down, and you can do it real simply. A smiley face for a good day, a frown for a bad day. Neutral, just, you know, across, a line across.
So a journal, per se.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be real involved or long, like you just said.
No.
And do a reality check. So really be honest with yourself, probably, about the hours you're putting in and how work makes you feel.
And a simple question, do you like your job? Do you enjoy it? Is it a work you enjoy? If it's a work you really don't enjoy, do you enjoy the people at the job? I mean, there's got to be something at that job that makes it fun, that makes it exciting.
I can't tell you how many of my friends are people that know, it's so exciting. That's why she has no stress. But it's true that a lot of people, if I ask my friends, you know, about their job, most of them will say they work for money. That's it. They don't work because they love it. They don't work because it's what they feel they're passionate about or called to do. And I think in that respect, we're very lucky. I think we do things that, you know, for us feel like, you know, we do what we love, but not everybody gets to do that. 95% of my friends do things just for money. Is that the part of the problem here?
Well, I think it's definitely part of the problem, and I think it can lead to burnout. When you look at the happiest employees, those are people that have friends at work. So they look forward to going to work because their friends are there. You sit down, you have a cup of coffee, you shoot the breeze for a few minutes, it's relaxing, and you know what? You're more productive.
And you say set limits with your boss.
Yeah.
That's hard for a lot of people to do. Well, I found that was not true for me until I was much older.
Oh, where you felt more comfortable.
In my 20s, it was just like I worked all the time. I never set any limits for myself.
Right. And nobody's going to do it for you.
Right.
I mean, it's up to you.
They'll let you work.
Oh, they'll let you work. They'll let you work all you want, and just, you're so valuable. You maybe don't see it in regards to the money, but, they'll let you work.
But people are afraid to set limits.
Well, I think part of what you have to do is train people. So if you stay every night till 6, you're training your boss that you're going to spend an extra hour every night. If you make it clear, I have to leave at 5, I'm going to work like crazy and get people focused on your productivity instead of time, you're always better off.
Well, and that's a tip. If something that you kind of gave to us, that if somebody is asking you to work all these extra hours or extra hours on the weekend or whenever it may be, say, what is it that you need to get done, right? And then find a way to do it during the regular hours.
Right.
What if it's just not possible? What if you can't get it all done in that time?
I know. And I have clients that come to me and they say, I just can't get it done in that time. Make a list. Go to the boss and say, which one is the priority? There isn't enough time to do them all well. Which one is the priority?
And I love this, your last tip, which is think through the worst case scenario. Because you say, if you think you might lose your job, if you really think it could happen, write a new resume, reach out to former colleagues to see if they're hiring, and do it now. Don't wait.
Right. Be prepared. Be proactive. You know, sometimes you put feelers out and you hear about another job you didn't even think of or you weren't even going for. And I think the further you get in your career, that's how good things happen.
Yeah, I think so too.
Great ideas. We're going to live longer because of you, Barb.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
Peoplepro.com. That's how you can find out more about Barb Bartlein.
This is a really good topic. I liked it. Thank you, Barb.